We apologize for the inconvenience. Now, I said standing on the existing protocol. Yes. The happy independence, happy Sunday and the likes. You understand? So, today we want to, right now we want to talk about, what is the title here? Practical session on analysis of DHS data using Stata. There's one here. There's also 3. I think what we're going to do is just move together and see how far we can go, because there's not much time. So first and foremost, let me start with the slide. This is how it's going to be. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you are raising up your hand. Oh, okay. Please, when it is time to look up, please look up. Oh. So, practical session on analysis of DHS data using Stata. This was supposed to be taken by Professor Adejimi. I was supposed to be a facilitator. Now, for some reason, you can't make it, and I'm taking it over. So just bear with me. Let us work together for as long as we can and see how far we can go. Okay? Now, the first part is understanding the DHS data. I think this is very clear. We have all been taught the different data sets in DHS survey.
No.
We haven't come across this before.
No.
The DHS data, when you go online to, for those who have been able to go online to ask, to request for the data, has anybody done that? No, you have done that. So based on what you are doing, they will give you options of which area you are focusing on. You understand the concept of unit of analysis, right? Unit of analysis, yes. Where the focus, those who are involved, who are the focus of your study. If you are working on adolescents are your unit of analysis. So if you are working on, let's say, adolescent girls now, you already know, or for those who have tried it, but for those who don't know, let me just go over it. The first one is battery code. There are 8 data sets in the DHS data survey, right? There are 8 of them. The first is battery code. Data for all births to women of reproductive age 15 to 49 years. Of course, sometimes if you don't understand this, the structure of the data, you may not be able to know which data should you use. And this is important. I remember I did something on changing maternal household position and child death outcomes in Nigeria. That was my MSc project. And at the end of the day, before I finally understood which data set to use, it took a while. I had worked for a while on a particular data set, and then it was just one day I was thinking about it. No, this is not supposed to be my unit of analysis. Because I was working on, my focus is on child health outcome, right? Which is the dependent variable. But because, you know, when you're changing maternal household position, you know, we're talking about women, household position of women, how it is changing over time, and how it is affecting the health outcomes of their children. That was my focus. But then it took a while. But at the end of the day, you have to understand the focus. That's what I'm trying to say. So, in my own case now, child health. So my focus should be on health of children less than 5 years. And that's why I have to go back to use the right data set. I was using individual record before, because under individual record we still have information regarding those children. You understand? So you must understand your unit of analysis.
So what did you use? KR?
No, that's no, birth record. Yes. So you must understand your unit of analysis. Now, the second one is couple record. Of course, the couple. So if you want to do anything on couple, male and female, you don't need to go and get male, get female, and then match. No, it's already there. Couple record, that's what you pick. Also, the other one, household record, household data characteristics, as it is. So you know if you are working on household, that's the data set you use. My own, let me not talk about it. I wanted to say something about presentation I was supposed to do today. Now I had to crack my brain yesterday night, like, okay, what should I do? So something related to household something. So individual record, of course, we all know that is for women. And then you have kids record, data for under 5 children born in the last 5 years preceding the survey. That's what I use, not birth record. Kids record, not birth. Not birth. Not birth, it's kids record. So male record, of course, data for male. People's record, that's all individuals in the household, all of them. So I think with this, we have an idea of the nature of the data set in the NDHS data. And as it is, it's the same thing across all the developing countries from where data was collected regarding DHS surveys. So for, yeah, that would be individual record. You just streamline it to the age of interest. Yes. Yes. You are not supposed to be sitting there. You are supposed to be standing up. But we are not there yet. Don't worry, you still stand up. So the next one here, variable identification is data, type of variable, responses, and in the variable one. This is what I'm going to do. Let me move this here. So, yes, here. So this is what I want to do. All of us who already have the data and data folder on our desktop, go to that folder. The folder now. All of us are working together. There's no, please, what did you say? I don't want to go back. So all of us are going together. Go to that folder you copied on your desktop. Open that folder. Inside that folder, you will see data, and then you also see what? NGIR doesn't whatever, right? That is the data. That is where the data is located. Data I want to use for examples now. So what you will do now is to open data folder, not the NGIR, data folder. Have you opened it? Well, let's open folder now.
They opened data page before.
Close that data page. Close data page.
Data folder.
Have we now opened this data folder? Have we now opened this data folder? We are not responding.
Yes.
So, in that data folder, scroll down. For those ones who are using the data folder that I gave you, scroll down. You will see data MP. Data MP. Some of you will be seeing .exe in front of it. Data MP. Just data MP. Now double click it.
This app capture on your PC. You should run.
On your own PC.
There is 64. There's data 64.
I said Stata MP. Which one did you open?
There's data MP.
Did I say 64?
There is normal API.
And he said, is it true? Yes. Did it run on your system? It's run on your system.
0 kilobyte.
Could copy it only. That means it did not. That means it did not copy the actual. It just copied the icon. It did not copy the actual. Coach, you know.
Oh, she. Stata MP, right?
Stata MP.
It's working.
Did you copy from here?
Yes, now your flash.
On my flash. But my people have been using it and it's working.
Please use with the flash.
Have you copied yours? Stata MP. The one of X. No, not that one. Your own, you'll be seeing X. X. That's one you open. Are you deleting?
Yeah.
You are deleting?
It should be on that thing.
You just say replace or.
To delete that.
Oh, search for it. That's the challenge this man too was having yesterday. When he's saying something, he just click do this for all and then replace.
Okay.
If he's asking that something is already there before. So that means we'll be leaving you behind, and we don't intend to leave anyone behind. No, don't get too religious about this. I just say literally. No, not literally. Let's talk about this. Now, should we continue? So, but wait. Even if you are copying, just look up. Stata has. This is an interface of Stata. Can we all see the screen? So on this side, I'm not sure. Is there a way to point this thing? Yeah, this side. Look at the middle. This big middle. That is the results window. Everything you do inside Stata, the responses you are going to be getting will be showing here. Here, this small cell here, that is your command window. You know, Stata is a software that is capable of being used using both point and click and command. When you do a point and click, at the end of the day, when it's bringing out the result, it will also show you the command that you could have used instead of that. So even if you did not know the command before, once you use the point and click, you will see the command before it shows you the result. So you can save the command for future use. So the idea is, even if you are not really versatile with it before, you don't know what it is, you can be procedural, take it a step at a time by yourself. When you explore using the point and click, you still understand point and click. What I mean is, no. Okay, it sounds like point and kill. No, click. Point and click is when you are working and then you move your cursor, you go there, you click it, then you go to another. We'll get there. So I just have to quickly go there for you to know that it supports both point and click and command options. So here is the command history. Any command you could have run, or you run here, or your do file, don't worry, I'll tell you what do file is. You will see the history of everything you have run here. So sometimes if you run a command here and you have moved on and you want to run that same thing again, you don't need to go and type it again. Just look here, you will see there, just click it here, it will bring it down here, and then you run it. that means you are repeating what you can easily repeat what you have done before, because it will be saving those commands you have run inside this place. So this place is where you see, this window is where you see your variables. You see the name of the variable, you also see the label of the variable. It's important that we know the difference between name of variable and label of variable. I can say, you know, in your questionnaires, you call us back. I will not answer you. So this is it. When you have designed your question, let's say you are doing a primary study now, you've collected your data using your own designed instrument, and then you have Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1, maybe it is called respondent identification number. Are you with me? Q1 is the name of the variable, while label of that Q1 is the label, is the respondent identification number. Are you with me? Respondent identification number is the label, while Q1 is the name of that variable. We need to know what those things mean, because as we go on, we're going to get to certain places where those things will be very important to know. So, looking at this now, here is the variable name, while here is the label of the variable. More, you think of the label as description of the variable, of the name. Now, here is where you see the properties of your variables. Here, you see the properties of the variable. But most of the times, all the areas we are going to focus on will be here, 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 and here. Because those are the ones that will be giving you detailed information regarding what you are doing, the results you are getting, and the variables you are using, and all of that. So that is the interface of Stata. And then I'm moving to the next one. Variable identification is Stata. And then you have type of variable. Let me go to Stata. Now, open our Stata, everybody. Are we there now? So as you can see, without anything, there is no variable, there are no description of apparently, and then you have your results window, the command window, and the command history. Now, what I want to do now is to show you what it looks like when you have brought in data. When you bring in data, this is what it will look like. You'll be seeing the variable here. I mean the name of the variable, and then the label of the variable. If you see, can you see V022? I mean V002? Yes. What's the name? V0202, right? What's the label? So if you put your cursor on it like this, it will show you what it is. Because this one is not showing, because that's entirely the label for that variable. You can easily see everything, but the ones you cannot see, you just put your cursor on it, it will show you the label. So now, when I say point and click, this is what I mean. Variables are already here. There's a variable that you have been talking about, CEB, in DHS. The name of that variable is V201, I think so. So if I say tabulate, just wait, you don't need to know what tabulate is saying until, if I say tabulate or tab or just TA, all of them can work for running frequencies. So, but wait, let me just do what I want to talk about first and foremost. V201. What is the title you can see here? What's the label of that variable? Total children ever born. That's the label. And the name of the variable is V201. Now, as it is, I have used command input. See, it's the command I just entered now. Can you see? Tab V201. Tabulation is used to run frequencies of your variables. And you can see here, when I tabulated this, those who have just zero number of children, they don't have any child at all, you see they are what? 11,829, right? Can you see? Yes. And this is the percentage. This is the cumulative frequency. This is the frequency, percentage, and the cumulative frequency. So if you add all of this together, you get 100. Now, this is command input. What if I want to use point and click? All you need to do is take the cursor, all of those statistical analysis you want to do, they are under statistics when you look at the interface. Are you with me? So when I say point and click, the same thing I did here, I can do with just the point and click by saying statistics, summaries, tables, and tests. You go to frequency, tables, one-way, table, let me run this first and foremost and see. 201. Can you see? Hello?
Hello, sir.
What's that? Can you see the equivalent command, I mean, point and click for the command I used earlier? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Did you see the procedure I went through? So I went through the point and click process, and it is giving me exactly the same thing as the command. So that's why I said you can use point and click as well as command for. Is there anybody who does not understand this? Thank you. So now, type of variable. I'm sure all of us can remember the different measurements of variables, right? Levels of measurement, right? I mean, they've emphasized that in this training quite a number of times. Nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. What is the difference between interval and ratio?
True zero origin.
True zero origin. Which one has true zero?
Ratio.
Okay. So, in this situation now, we have, when we talk about type of variable, we have largely the categorical variables, numerical variables, and those ones are what will guide the type of statistical techniques you use. So, in this slide, I have the way you can see your variables to know which type of variables you are working with. There's a command called describe. Also, you can use frequencies. When you tabulate also, you see the type of variable you are working with. Is that also? For instance, the CEB V201 that I ran now, what type of variable is that? It's discrete. You can't have 2.1 child or children. You know, when it is continuous, it is decimated. But if it is discrete, you know, they are in whole numbers. So that's a numeric variable without looking for the type. But if you want to go beyond just knowing whether it is numeric or categorical type of variable, you just use your command called describe. Describe. This is a short for that. So you can tab it in full. You can also shorten it. Describe V201. You see the name of the variable. It is stored in this type of format, displayed in this type of format. The value label. I was saying something about, okay, for those who have worked with XPSS before, why do you need value labels? Anyway, let's not waste our time. We need value labels when you have your data in categories, and then you have coded those variables, those categories. If you have, let's say, male and female now, gender, you code male 1, you code female 2. You know that whether 1 or 2 does not make any difference. It's not ordinal, it's just at nominal level. We're just trying to differentiate in terms of identification. Okay, this is a male, this is a female. For us to be able to use that in Stata, you need to code them. So 1, 2, and then you can move on. In SPSS, if you bring data from Excel to Stata, you cannot code and say 1 for this unless you only put those data in Excel using those numbers. But if you have typed those things in text format, male, female, and all of that, if you bring them here, you need to change the format before you can actually use it in Stata. What I mean by changing the format is this. You need to destring, because this will be seeing it as string. So what you do is destring, change it to numbers. That's the code. But don't worry, we'll get there. Hopefully. And if we don't get there, we'll be asking questions later. Maybe not here. But since now we are not talking about primary data, you are not taking any data from Excel. You are taking data from the DHS or mix and all of those. They have formats in Stata, yes?
Will that problem, that string, will it be solved just by
inputting? Importing.
Yeah, importing.
No, when you import, when you import, you still need to destring. In this situation, what I usually do is I generate another variable, gender, and then you replace if this is male, if this is. But there are situations where even if you generate from those variables, you still need to use the destring. But don't worry, it's a gradual process. Let me not make it too complex. Now, the next here, is there any question so far? Are we all on the same page? If you are not responding, you have not started. Very good. Very good. Not, we'll get there. We'll get there. And we'll get there. Thank you. So, let me know this time on that one. Now, this is almost for so. Let's go to bringing our data sets. And the next thing we want to do is to load the DHS data set into our. And then with this, I think when we do all of this in practical terms, I think it is better for us to. It will be better for us in that way, so that we can actually understand what we are saying instead of the theoretical aspect of it. So, open your Stata now, everyone. And as you have done that, let me talk about loading your data set into Stata. I think I was almost there when I was talking about bringing data from Excel. But luckily for us this time, we are using secondary data. And when you are bringing your data from either Mix or DHS, NDHS, and all of that, they will give you options to select the type format, the data format that you want to bring in. For SPSS, the extension is .sav. For Stata, it is .dta. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
For Excel, is what? XLS, there are different, I think about 4 or 5 extensions for XLSX, SLS, CSV, and all of that. So, but we are learning Stata, so the idea is to bring in data for Stata format, which is .dta, right? Now, remember I said something about using command and point and click. And point and click is when you are using this, moving your cursor and then going to pick and. But for command, you come down here and run it. And the example I did here was when I used tabulate V201 that brought out this number of children ever born. When you close your Stata after doing all your work like this, if you close your Stata, all the commands you have written that could have been shown here, they will disappear and you will not see it again. And when you open it again to start that work again, that means you are going to start from the beginning. It's called begin again. You begin again. But luckily, there is a facility on Stata that allows you to work such that you can save all the things you have done